The NPS is considered one of the top choices for salaried taxpayers, and it holds significant value for self-employed individuals as well. Both new and old income tax regimes offer tax deduction for investment in NPS, but you can claim deductions against NPS under 3 sections of the Income Tax Act. 80CCD1 may not be useful because of the ATC limit of 1.5 lakhs. Section 80CCD1B, which offers an additional deduction of up to Rs 50,000. Section 80CCD2, which is for the contribution done by the employer to an employee's NPS account. So it is available only for salaried taxpayers. If you are a salaried individual or self-employed and choose the old tax regime, you can claim deductions under all 3 sections. If you opt for the new tax regime, the only deduction available is under section 80CCD2. A tier 1 account is the main NPS account, also known as pension account. There are no tax benefits in the tier 2 account. NPS offers a total of 4 options to choose from. The NPS story is here to stay and grow even stronger. Today, people are living longer lives, mainly due to improved medical facilities. Diseases that were once considered fatal are now being effectively managed or cured. As people live longer, the duration of retirement has also extended. So there is a greater need for financial security during these additional years of life. Everyone dreams of a peaceful and financially secure retirement, but traditional savings alone might not be enough. Imagine a life where you can still pay for things you need, like food and a place to live, even when you are not working anymore. That's what a good pension system does. It gives you money regularly after you stop working, so you can live comfortably. Moreover, it helps maintain social stability by reducing the risk of poverty among older people. And so today we are discussing the National Pension System, or NPS, a social security initiative by the central government. This program covers employees from the public, private and even unorganized sectors, except those from the armed forces. The NPS is considered one of the top choices for salaried taxpayers, and it holds significant value for self-employed individuals as well. Additionally, both new and old income tax regimes offer tax deduction for investment in NPS, but with certain restrictions. In today's video, let's understand the most important aspects of NPS in the simplest manner possible. Hello people, I am Suraj Deo and welcome back to Deo Talks. First, understand some key tax benefits from NPS, then we will move to other areas. Okay, so you can claim deductions against NPS under 3 sections of the Income Tax Act. Sections 80CCD1, 80CCD1B and 80CCD2. Number 1. Section 80CCD1, which allows for a deduction from your gross total income for contribution made to the NPS. Both salaried and self-employed taxpayers can get this deduction. The maximum deduction here is 10% of your salary, that is basic plus DA, for salaried individuals, or 20% of gross total income for self-employed individuals, subject to a ceiling of 1.5 lakhs in a financial year. One should note that the total deductions under section 80C, 80CCC and 80CCD should not exceed Rs 1.5 lakhs. So for many people, 80CCD1 may not be useful because of the ATC limit of 1.5 lakhs. Many individuals may have exhausted this limit through other options like EPF contribution, ELSS, PPF, NSC and so on. Now let's see the other 2 sections which can be helpful for most people. Number 2. Section 80CCD1B, which offers an additional deduction of up to Rs 50,000 for contribution to NPS, which is over and above the limit of Rs 1.5 lakhs available under Section 80CCD1. This benefit is also available for both salaried as well as self-employed taxpayers. Number 3. Section 80CCD2, which is for the contribution done by the employer to an employee's NPS account. So it is available only for salaried taxpayers and not for self-employed individuals. Here the amount of deduction cannot exceed 14% of the salary in case of central government employees and 10% in case of any other employees. Many companies in the private sector structure their employee salary in such a way that they can contribute to NPS by deducting it from the employee's overall CTC. Therefore, companies are allowed to record these NPS contributions as a business expense in their books of accounts. NPS tax benefits under old and new tax regime. Now, here's how you can claim tax deductions for NPS under both old and new income tax regime. If you are a salaried individual or self-employed and choose the old tax regime, you can claim deductions under all 3 sections, that is sections 80CCD1, 80CCD 1B and 80CCD 2. However, if you opt for the new tax regime, the only deduction available is under section 80CCD 2, and this benefit is only for salaried individuals. So under the new tax regime, there is no benefit for NPS contributions made by self-employed individuals. One small request before we move further. If you have found this information useful so far, please like this video and subscribe to our community. Your support means a lot. NPS offers two types of accounts, Tier 1 account and Tier 2 account. A Tier 1 account is the main NPS account, also known as pension account, which has a compulsory lock-in period until the age of 60. This account also provides tax benefits. In this account, only partial withdrawals are allowed, that too with certain conditions. However, a Tier 2 account is like a voluntary savings account with no lock-in period, which means unlike the Tier 1 account, you can withdraw funds from Tier 2 account at any time without restrictions. The Tier 2 account provides tax deduction only for the contributions made by central government employee. For others, there are no tax benefits in the Tier 2 account. Tier 2 accounts act like mutual funds, having good returns but at a much lower cost. It's important to note that to open a Tier 2 account, you must first have a Tier 1 account. Different asset classes under NPS. When you invest in NPS, your contributions are allocated across various asset classes. NPS offers a total of 4 options to choose from. Number 1 is Class E, where E represents equity. Here the funds are invested in the stock market, offering potentially high returns but also higher risk. Next, there is Class G, which comprises government security, such as bonds and treasury bills issued by central or state government. This option provides lower risk and relatively stable returns. The third asset class is Class C, representing corporate debt. Funds in this category are invested in bonds issued by PSUs, public financial institutions, infrastructure companies, etc. Lastly, there is asset class A, which includes alternative investment funds like commercial mortgage-backed securities and real estate investment trusts. Each of these asset classes has a distinct risk-return profile and provides flexibility to customize your NPS asset allocation based on your risk tolerance and goals. NPS offers flexibility in asset allocation through two choices: active choice and auto choice. In active choice, you have the freedom to decide how much money is allocated to each asset class based on your risk tolerance and financial objectives. In contrast, auto choice determines allocation based on your age, providing a more straightforward approach. NPS funds are market linked, meaning their performance is influenced by market fluctuations. Therefore, this structure allows for potential long-term growth, but it also carries inherent risk. Rules for withdrawing money from NPS. NPS matures when you reach 60 years of age, which means you can withdraw your corpus only at that time. Upon maturity, you receive 60% of your total accumulated corpus, and for the remaining 40%, you must have to purchase an annuity plan. But what if you need funds before 60? There are specific rules for partial withdrawals. You can withdraw funds from your NPS account before maturity for certain purposes, such as purchasing or constructing your first house, or for higher education or marriage expenses for your children, or for the treatment of a specified illness like cancer, kidney failure, stroke, serious and life-threatening accident, etc. Partial withdrawals are also allowed in case you plan to start your own business or startup. There are some other rules related to partial withdrawal. You can withdraw only up to 25% of Tier 1 corpus, and withdrawals are only allowed after 3 years. It's important to note that withdrawals cannot be made from the portion contributed by the employer or from the returns generated on contributions. Additionally, you are allowed to make only 3 partial withdrawal requests before turning 60, with a minimum gap of 5 years required between any 2 withdrawals, except in the case of medical emergencies. NPS fund managers. When you start your investment journey with NPS, you will need to choose a pension fund manager who will oversee your investments. Currently, there are 10 pension fund managers in India. You can see the list on the screen. Out of these 10, LIC Pension Fund, SBI Pension Fund and UTI Retirement Solutions exclusively manage pension contributions of government employees. NPS has a track record of over a decade and so far has delivered an average annual return ranging from approximately 9% to 12%. Of course, different categories or asset classes under NPS have given different returns. Moreover, under NPS, you have the flexibility to change your fund manager if you are not happy with the performance of your current fund. The NPS has not only established itself as a leading investment and retirement instrument, but it is also evolving rapidly. Recent media reports suggest that the government is considering extending many NPS benefits to the new income tax regime. This indicates that the NPS story is here to stay and grow even stronger. As NPS serves as a retirement vehicle, it naturally remains at the center of policy interventions. Therefore, NPS continues to adapt to changing financial landscapes. Subscribers of NPS can expect it to undergo further development, enhancing its benefits over time. Not only does it provide a better retirement solution, but it also promises to be a wealth building tool in a disciplined manner due to the lock-in period. That's all for now. Please feel free to leave any question or comments below. Thanks a lot for your time, and let's take care of this beautiful world. I'll see you next. And smile. Always smile.